Welcome back to 405 Backyard Barbecue. I'm Tim, and what we're going to do today is we're going to dress up a ham. We get it with the meat costing so much nowadays. We went to our local store and we got this ham for like 99 cents a pound. So it costs like 10 bucks for this ham. It's just a cured ham, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the Kamado Joe fired up with a little apple wood on it today. We're going to cook in an offset heat in there. We're gonna put the deflectors in, and then I'm gonna put this thing on with a little rub. We're gonna score the top of it. We're gonna get a little bit of rub on there to, just kick this thing up a notch, and I'll show you how I do it. So the first thing we need to do on this cook is we're gonna have to fire up the Kamado, get it up to heat. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna come down in here and start this fire starter right here, and then get a little bit of charcoal over the top of it. And if you can see, I kind of got some chunks of apple wood in there, and that'll get that smoke going for us. I'm going to let this thing come to temperature, and then I'm going to put these plates in. So I'll just put the plates in, and then after I get the plates in there, I'm going to put my accessory rack in with a pan to catch the drippings, and I'll put the racks on top, and the ham will go on top of that. So I'm going to let this come on up. While this is coming up to temperature, we'll go ahead and get the ham scored and put a little seasoning on it. Okay, now that we got the Kamado Joe up and going, it's starting to come up to temperature. Just get your ham, which I've already taken it out of the wrapper, and see this fat cap that's on here. What we're just going to do is we're just going to kind of come across it and give it a little score about every inch. And I'm just going to do it on one side like this. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Woo. Yeah, a little trouble getting through there. My knife might be getting a little bit dull, but we'll see. So after you just want to kind of get a little bit of a scoring going on. It's not going to make that big of a difference. So what we're going to use today to season this thing off with is Kansas City Cowtown Sweet Spot barbecue rub, and I like this stuff. This is one of the first rubs I ever used, so we just wanted to kind of take it back to that, and we're just bumping something up a little bit in flavor, so that's what we decided to go with. So what I do is I just kind of sprinkle it all over the top, try to kind of try to get it in them spots. Those will open up a little bit while it's cooking, and then you'll be able to maybe sprinkle a little bit more on after it's been on the smoker for just a little bit. I may score this a little bit too.
Why do you score the fat?
It makes it kind of shrink up a little bit, and then you'll have open pockets for the smoke and stuff to get into that meat. That's what I think, anyway. Just kind of score it up a little bit and then get some rub on it. This isn't real scientific or anything like that. We're just trying to get a little extra flavor on this ham. And also on the ham, on the heating instructions, it's a cured ham, so that it says like 350, but I want to get some smoke on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up to about 250 on the cooker. Then I'm just going to let it smoke until we get I'll have a probe in it until we get to 165 degrees internal temperature. It'll be done. Okay, so now we got the Kamado up to temperature. It's around 250. We want to run it between 250 275, right in that range. It could get up to 285. Like I said, the ham manufacturer says get up to 350. Maybe just cook it for a couple hours. What we're going to do though is we're going to try to go a little slower with it, bring it up a little slower, and get a little bit of smoke taste on it. So, as you can see, we got it set up in here, like I said, with the plates in it. I'm going to put this right in the center here. Try to get it to sit correctly, but if it's set, that'll be fine. So I'm going to take my probe and just kind of push it right into the center of the meat. When I get that probe to saying it's 165, we'll pull it off. Now we may come in here about an hour and a half, take a look at it, see what it looks like, and maybe put some more rub on it. Okay, so we're about 2 hours in on the cook, and if you can see right here, I got it steady about 260, 250, 260, right in there. It's been swinging right in that range. The Kamado stays pretty steady right there once you get it set. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit more of this rub on there to see what it looks like. I want you to see what it looks like at the 2 hour mark. So let's come on in here and kind of take a look. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry about the lighting, but
so I get a little bit back there a little bit.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of this over here, try to get it in some of them cracks that we made. And you can do this cook on any grill you got. You just got to make it offset heat. I put the pan underneath there to catch the drippings. If you don't have a pan, don't put it under there. I just don't like it to build up that where the fat burns on the plate. It's looking really good right now. We're sitting after 2 hours about 90 degrees on the internal temp. So we'll just let it keep on going. And we'll be back whenever we're fixing to pull it off. Okay, so now we're running about 145 internal temp. I think before I was saying 165, it's actually 145 when you should pull this off. So my mistake. But so here we are. It's looking pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it off. I'll put it on this cookie sheet. We'll get it over to the table and just take a couple slices off of it. And then we'll just talk about what you can use this for. All right, so here it is. It's off the cooker. If you can see, it's got color all over it. So it did well. It's 145 internal all the way through. Yeah, it's looking really good. I'm gonna cut a piece off of it here in just a second. So I'll put it on I'm gonna put it over here on the cutting board for us. But, let's see. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with these kind of hams. And after we dress it up, you're really gonna want to, is just ham sandwiches. But you can use it with breakfast, you know, throw it on your flat top a little bit, heat it up. It's good. Then you got cube it up, put it in some beans. It's awesome. So you can just use it for a lot of different things. And if you can get it this cheap, like I talked about earlier, you need to grab you one, kind of dress it up like this. I'm just gonna try to get a little, just a little piece of this. So just cut some of it off. Doesn't really make a lot of difference here. So I want to get some of that rub on there. Oh yeah, I can taste that apple smoke on it, and that rub kicks it up a notch. But it's really juicy. If you can see that juice. So it's really good. You want a bite of it?
Sure.
You got some bark on the outside of it.
Oh yeah, that was super good.
So This is pretty super easy to do on your smoker. You know, between 250 to 275. Throw a little apple smoke on the charcoal. Run it till it's 145 degrees internal, not 165. I'm sorry, I was wrong about that on the very beginning of it. I don't know what I was, kept on, had that in my brain. But it turns out really good. Any of the things you see me using, cutting boards, cookers, seasonings, stuff like that, I will have them listed in the description below. There will be Amazon links next to each one of them, and I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I get a little commission off that if it comes back for our channel. So it's a little bit, but every little bit helps. But if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please make sure and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell, and you know, try this out. It's good. Have a good day.